Hey everyone, and welcome to our healthy eating pop quiz. Think you know your food facts? Well, let's find out. We're gonna jump right in.
Okay, so here's the deal. It's super simple. I'm going to throw a question your way. You'll get about 5 seconds to think it over, and then boom, I'll pop up with the answer. And hey, no pressure at all. The whole point here is just to have some fun and maybe learn a little something new. You ready to go?
All right, let's kick things off with round one. We're calling this one Know Your Fuel. It's all about the basics, the building blocks of a super healthy diet, the food groups.
All right, first question is up. I want you to think about this. What do you eat before you're gonna, run around outside or play a big game? Which food group is like the main fuel for your body? The one that gives you the most get up and go energy? You've got 5 seconds on the clock, starting now.
And time is up. So, did you get it? The answer is carbohydrates. Yep, that's the one. Think of carbs like gasoline for a car. They're literally the fuel that gives us the energy to think, to play, and to learn all day long. Okay, so we've established that carbs equal energy, but can you actually name some foods that are packed with carbohydrates? I'll give you 5 seconds. Go for it.
All right, how'd you do on that one? Some of the big ones you might have thought of are things like bread, rice, potatoes, and pasta. And what's really cool is that these foods are eaten all over the world, and it's for that exact reason. They're just an awesome source of energy. You guys are doing great so far.
Okay, moving on to proteins. Now, if carbs are the fuel, I want you to think of proteins as like the body's building blocks, kind of like Legos. They would help build and repair all your muscles and tissues, and you'll find them in stuff like meat, eggs, and beans, all the things that help keep you super strong.
All right, let's talk about fats. Now, I know, fats sometimes get a bad rap, but healthy fats are actually super, super important. They don't just give you energy, they also help your body soak up certain vitamins. And the best part? The healthy ones are delicious. We're talking avocados, nuts, yum. Up next, we've got the body's personal team of superheroes, vitamins and minerals. Seriously, these guys fight off germs and basically act like your personal bodyguards to keep you from getting sick. And where do you find these little defenders? They're packed into all those awesome, colorful fruits and vegetables. And we absolutely cannot forget about fiber. Think of fiber as the thing that keeps your tummy happy and running on schedule. It makes sure your whole digestive system is working smoothly. And you'll find it in stuff like whole grains and fruits where you eat the peel like a nice crunchy apple. Okay, we're at the final question for round one. And trust me, it's a big one. It's not technically a food group, but there's no way you could live without it. So what is the super essential role of water for your health? Take a second and think about that one. And the answer is, well, pretty much everything. Seriously, water keeps you hydrated, it helps carry all those amazing nutrients to where they need to go, and it just makes sure your body is working the way it's supposed to. So if there's one takeaway here, it's this. Drink lots and lots of water. You guys did fantastic work on round one. Seriously, great job. Now it's time for round two, and we're calling this one Making Smart Choices. This is where we take everything we just learned and see how it applies to our everyday habits. Okay, this next one is a two-parter, so listen up. First part, what are some reasons kids might end up eating unhealthy foods? And the second part is, what are some reasons they might not get enough food to eat? Think about both sides of that. You've got 5 seconds.
This is a really important one because it shows some of the real-world challenges we face. On one hand, you've got things like seeing a ton of ads for junk food on TV, or maybe just having way too many sweets around the house. That can lead to unhealthy choices. But on the other side, there are really serious issues like hunger, or a drought affecting food supply, or even a family just not having enough money for groceries. All of that can mean kids just don't get enough to eat.
You know, it's not always just about what food is on your plate. It's also about how we live our lives. So putting the food choices aside for a second, what other bad habits can mess with our nutrition? Think about your day-to-day routine. So, did you think of any of these? Skipping breakfast. That's a huge one, right? It's like trying to start your day with an empty gas tank. And what about too much screen time? That can totally lead to just mindless snacking without even realizing it. And of course, when you're sick, you just don't feel like eating, and that can definitely throw your nutrition off.
Okay, let's connect the dots between food and movement. What's the biggest benefit of exercising, especially when we think about the food we've eaten?
You got it. Exercise helps your body burn up all that extra energy, the calories that you get from food. It's really all about finding a balance, right? You put good fuel in,
and then you use that fuel to move your body and get strong.
All right, here's a question all about variety. Just imagine for a second that you only ate your absolute favorite food. Let's say it's pasta. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just pasta. What do you think would happen if you ate tons of just one thing, but completely ignored all the other food groups?
Well, if you guessed that your body would be missing out on a lot of stuff, you are absolutely right. Every single food group gives us different important nutrients. It's like a giant puzzle, and eating a variety of foods is the only way to give your body all the different pieces it needs to stay healthy and strong.
All right, it is time for our final lightning round. I've got 2 questions for you, back to back. You ready? Okay, first, which nutrient is key for staying hydrated? And second, which one gives you the most energy to get through school and play with your friends? Ready, set, go.
And the answers are water for hydration and carbohydrates for energy. You got it. These two are like the dynamic duo for feeling awesome and having a great day. Don't forget them. And that is a wrap. So, how'd you do? Hey, no matter how many you got right, I really hope you learned something cool today. Because the real quiz is what you do now, right? So I'll leave you with one final question to think about. What's just one healthy choice you can make for your very next meal? Thanks so much for playing along with me.